Hey guys, Joe here, Back to the Word, excited about what God's been doing and wanted to share a verse and a topic with you. And so this one is really close to my heart. It's something that I've been thinking about for a long time, and it'll be hard for me to keep this short. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to share a story, then a verse, and then another story, and just encourage and challenge and love on you guys. And so the first story is just about church, and where I work at church right now, I just have the opportunity. I love students and kids on a regular basis, and I had the opportunity to do childcare for an event. And so it was great. We played with the kids, and great time. And after doing that, I went to Walmart. And I walked into Walmart, and one of my friends, his wife was in Walmart, and she saw me, and she said, you know that you have name tags on your back. And I had totally forgotten. And so we had been playing with the kids and they had stuck name tags. And so I'm walking through Walmart with like 6 name tags. And so I told her, I said, yeah, I'll take care of that. But as I was walking away, I just remember reaching back and pulling them off and having a hard time pulling them off because while those name tags looked funky, they declared something over my life. They said, loved by someone. And that was a powerful emotion, and it was hard to take them off. I did, but it was hard. The verse that I want to share with you is a verse that just brings me to tears on a regular basis because it declares over my life, loved by someone. And that verse is Galatians 2:20. And in this verse, Paul says the following. He says, I have been crucified with Christ. It is no longer I who live, but Christ who lives in me. And the life I now live in the flesh, I live by faith in the Son of God, who loved me and gave himself for me. Who loved me and gave himself for me. God declares that over your life if you will trust and believe in his Son for salvation. This plays out in the gospel. It's the news that we proclaim to a lost and dying world, that they are loved by someone who loved them, who died for them and gave himself for them. I think it's amazing how this verse talks about how it shapes our identity. That because Christ has loved me and gave himself for me, that I can live by faith. I can trust him. It also declares that I no longer live for myself, but I live for Christ. That someone with extravagant love who gave himself for me, I now give my life fully to him. And that's an exciting and powerful thing. God also taught me this theme of loved by someone through a unique experience that just really captivated my heart. And so in one of my dating relationships, my girlfriend wrote on the bottom of a tissue box, she's like, I love you. And I remember during that relationship, it sat on my coffee table. And so every morning I would wake up and see it. And if I had a bad day, if I was fighting sinful issues, if I needed encouragement, I saw it sitting on the coffee table. And that tissue box, just a piece of cardboard, declared loved by someone. Now, ultimately, that relationship didn't work out. God pulled us in different directions. But I remember the day I moved that tissue box away and put it away, and there was a loss of something. There was this idea that, man, I no longer have that encouragement. Like, it was easier to fight sin seeing that. And then God broke through that moment. There was a time when he said, my cross declares over your life loved by someone. I don't need a relationship or a tissue box to tell me I'm loved by someone. That the cross of Christ stands as a declaration over my life that he loved me and gave himself for me. I just remember crying at that moment and thinking about the love of the Lord, that even if in a romantic relationship someone doesn't choose you, that Christ has chosen you. He's chosen to love us, to lavish upon us, to give his Spirit. And that's the message we share with the gospel, that I've been crucified with Christ. I give him my life, and I can have faith in him because he loved me and gave himself for me. I just want to challenge you wherever you are, even if you don't feel it right now, that you are loved by someone. You are loved by Jesus. He loves you and He gave Himself for you. Will you accept that love? Will you look to the cross and will you live that out? I challenge you. You are loved. You are beautiful. Christ has chosen you. Will you choose Him back? That's all I really have. I just really am passionate about that message. If you would like to hear more, subscribe. Until next time, I just want to challenge you to lean into Jesus as you read, treasure, and follow the Word. God bless, guys. See you soon.